Good morning. Welcome to Plus Sports on Plus TV Africa. I'm Mikhail Tinubu, your humble host this Wednesday. We start in Nigeria with a little bit of an upsetting news. Blessing Okagbare, a Nigerian sprinter, has lost her appeal against the suspension imposed by World Athletics after failing an out-of-competition test. After testing positive for human growth hormones on the eve of the women's 100-meter semi-finals, the US-based sprinter was kicked out of the Tokyo Olympics. According to the Athletics Integrity Unit, Okagbare failed an out-of-competition test on July 19th. She filed an appeal against the suspension right away, insisting on seeing the results of her B sample. Okagbare, a medalist at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, was allegedly given a 4-year ban after the results of her B sample came back with the same result. As I say, this is some upsetting news, and unfortunately, a 4-year ban would likely end her career. This 2008 medalist brought some glory back to Nigeria, and now may have to sit out the next Olympics after already sitting out this one. We don't know what the story holds going forward, but I think I have Seun Ajidagba with me this morning. Seun, are you there yet? Well, pending the time that Seun can join us, we move on to Afghanistan this time. The first martial arts exhibition took place in Kabul on Tuesday, September 14th. Since the Taliban took over Afghanistan in August, when the Taliban previously ruled Afghanistan from 1996 to 2001, they banned many sports competitions. The acting president for the Taliban sports department, Bashir Rusumzai, attended the event and encouraged the young boys to make their country proud. Muay Thai or Thai boxing is the national sport and cultural martial arts of Thailand is very popular in Afghanistan. It was developed several hundreds of years ago as a form of close combat that utilizes the entire body as a weapon. Afghan Muay Thai fighters got 3 gold medals at the competition hosted by the Uzbekistan Muay Thai Federation in December 2019. Manchester City's previous Champions League campaign was not a failure despite their loss to Chelsea in the final. Manager Pep Guardiola said ahead of their Group A opener against RB Leipzig on Wednesday, September 14th, City were denied their first Champions League title after Chelsea's 1-0 win in Porto in May, after which Guardiola was criticized for his team. The 50-year-old said City used the disappointment of their quarter-final exit to Olympique Lyonnais in 2019-2020 as a catalyst to reach the final last season, and he hopes that the results against Chelsea will similarly aid their progress. City are in a tricky Group A alongside Paris Saint-Germain, who have now recently just taken on Messi. The Belgian side Club Brugge and Leipzig, and Guardiola emphasized the need for his team to get off to a good start at home. Guardiola, who won the Champions League twice as Barcelona manager, added that the competition is now without a clear favorite, owing to its unpredictability. I believe I have Seun Ajidagba with me.
Hey, good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Seun. Thanks for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
I definitely want to touch on what Guardiola has just said, but let's first talk about Blessing. The Nigerian sprinter has lost her appeal against the suspension by the World Athletics. What does this mean going forward, and can she still represent after 4 years ban is over?
Unfortunately, this happened while they were preparing for the semi-final of the Olympics. She was banned because she took HGH, which is an acronym for Human Growth Hormone. And so she went for the second test just in a bid to keep herself clean from the allegation by the Athletics Integrity Unit. Don't forget that there's also a British athlete who also had the same problem, but not for taking human growth hormone, but because his first sample showed that he was using drugs. That is Uja, the man from Great Britain. The question we have to ask ourselves, for Blessing Okagbare, coming back after when? 4 years is too much. And going by her age, that is the big problem. So for me, it's goodbye to.
Well, she.
On October 9.
Yes.
And that means if you are.
Hello?
26. Miracles do happen in sports. You know about Tiger Woods. After 11 years, he came back and won a major. But the way those athletes these days, young athletes, run some incredible time, it means that we should just forget about best Okagbare and start raising new athletes.
Well, you sound very certain, and I'm sure many people around the country feel the same way. Barcelona said an unwanted first in the Champions League on Tuesday, September 15th, after failing to record a single shot on target. Coach Ronald Koeman said his side suffered from a lack of pace up front as they were beaten 3-0 at home by Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Thomas Müller scored in the first half before Robert Lewandowski struck twice in the second half to give the German champions a comprehensive victory. Koeman conceded his side needed speedier outlets than Memphis Depay and Luke de Jong if they were to escape an impressive Bayern press. The Dutchman concedes that without Lionel Messi, Bayern is simply a better team than his side. I'm sure many Barcelona fans would not have liked to hear that concession on the part of Ronald Koeman, and they would have absolutely hated that their team was unable to get a shot on target, even against a team as strong as Bayern Munich, especially while playing at home. What do you think this means for the rest of the season, the European season for Barcelona, Seun?
I hate to say this, and I hope you can get that my sarcasm.
So you don't hate to say
when
it.
I said 8-2, that means 8-2. Remember the last time they played? They beat them 8-2. Even with Lionel Messi. So without Lionel Messi, I think this was even a good score to have lost 3-0.
So if they were to go to the Alliance the next match now, they are likely to lose just as badly as the last time, is what you're saying?
Mika, when it comes to the issue of Barcelona against Bayern Munich, let there not be analysis. So there won't be any paralysis. It's a forgotten issue. Barcelona are going to lose home and away against Bayern. They might still qualify from that group, but as far as Bayern is concerned, they should forget it.
Does this mean now that with Messi gone, Barcelona lost the last giant that was holding up their favorite tag? Because Barcelona have always been mostly favorites in every game they play, even going up against Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. With Messi in the squad, they always seem to be favorites. Messi having left, Xavi and Iniesta long retired. Was Messi the last dangling hope that they have now lost?
Let's not deceive ourselves, Michael. I've told you the truth. There is no game saying that Lionel Andres Messi, the one they call La Puga, was the best thing to ever come out of the low camp. All-time highest goal scorer, won lots of titles with them. You know, you cannot take anything away from Messi. But the honest truth is, Bayern are a more complete side. I told you now, I said the last time Bayern and Barcelona played, that one-legged affair during Corona period, it was 8-2 now. So what are we saying? This is a better score to have lost 3-0. Messi was on the pitch that day. They lost 8-2. If that game had been a two-legged affair, maybe it would have been 16-2.
Well, Laporte has actually admitted that even with their offer for Koeman to get a new contract, that definitely this season is a transition season for the club. So maybe we shouldn't think of this as truly outrageous, because players like Ansu Fati haven't really been able to step up, even though a lot of hope has been placed on them. And like Koeman said, they needed more pace up front. Ansu Fati would have provided some of that pace. Lionel Messi used to provide a lot of that pace, and with his dribbling style, he used to pull players to him and keep them off balance. Unfortunately, he's gone, and Sufate isn't ready to take up the mantle of the number 10 that he has been given just yet. But maybe, just maybe, going forward, going up against other teams, maybe not a Bayern Munich, Barcelona can still qualify from this group. What do you think?
I told you, I said yes. There is every possibility Barcelona can qualify from that group. But the honest truth is, let Ansu Fati run like Andre de Grasse or even Christian Coleman or like Usain Bolt. You can only run when you have the ball. When you don't have the ball, what do? You
defend.
We all know what this Bayern team are cut out for. The way they play their football. Unfortunately, they cannot match them. They are a more robust side. But I look at the group that they are. Dynamo Kiev, Benfica, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. They can still navigate it. Or if you look at this Bayern Munich side, look at the team that played them yesterday. All-round experienced guys. Yeah, are you talking about Joshua Kimmich? Are you talking about Manuel Neuer, Alfonso Davies, Nicolas Sule, Leon Goretzka, Thomas Muller, the space investigator, even the young boy, Jamal Musiala, fantastic player, and Robert Lewandowski, not forgetting Leroy Sané. So we have a more compact side.
All right.
Than this Barcelona side.
Let's move on. We don't have too much time. I want to touch on one final story. Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer described Aaron Wan-Bissaka as normally an astute tackler after his first half sending off in their surprise 2-1 Champions League defeat at Young Boys. His side had led through Cristiano Ronaldo, but the fullback was given a straight red card for a first half challenge on Christopher Martins. Solskjaer defended his decision to substitute the Portugal striker in the second half with the score at 1-1. But with United mustering just 2 shots all night, they were made to pay when Jordan Sibachu took advantage of Jesse Linger's poor back pass in the 95th minute to score a stoppage time winner. Seun, I was talking to Wale yesterday, and on the show we talked about how it was essential for Man United to set out a strong team and make a statement with a first win, even against a team as small in comparison as the Young Boys. The Young Boys came out and proved themselves to be young men. The game completely turned on its head after Wan-Bissaka's red card. Even with that, do you think they should have lost?
Never. Unfortunately, that sorry for using this word, that nonsense Ole Gunnar Solskjaer caused my birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
There was no evidence of coaching. Even if Aaron Wan-Bissaka got a red card in the 36th minute, there was what we call game management. Like I told you, Ole does not know what he's doing. He's just there, occupied till I come. And the honest truth is, it becomes more difficult for Manchester United. Because that was the game they should have won. The next time they are going to face Young Boys, if my memory serves me right, to be match day 5. Because you are not going to face Villarreal. You are going to face Atalanta back to back.
Thank you, Seun. It's been a pleasure having you on today.
Mika, thank you.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us at home and at work. This is Plus Sports on PlusTvAfrica. I am Mikhail Tinubu. And remember, life is never boring with some sports.